SuperCoach, I'm here with the very, very late team reveal. Why so late? Part laziness, but I've been changing my team constantly. Like, I literally, this team that I'm showing you right now, I just, came to, 30 seconds ago. I just swapped it around again. But I think I'm pretty set now. I mean, I say that, but who knows. Let's just get into it. D1, Jake Lloyd. Is anyone surprised? You shouldn't be. Seagull, Jake Lloyd didn't play any preseason games, which kind of sucks. But I mean, we all know what he can do, and he does it every week. So we're just locking in him. D2, Rory Laird, playing like pretty much all midfield. Crow's number one midfielder, and recently just heard that Crouch has been injured. So I mean, he's like, if there was any question, which there really shouldn't be, who the Crow's best midfielder is now, and who's going to be accumulating all that ball, is definitely Rory Laird. D3. Sorry, I need to look at my screenshot. D3, Caleb Daniel. Yeah, just really, really good in his Amy game. The defenders seem to be scoring more. That was kind of the trend over the preseason games, which is why I've gone kind of big on defenders. You'll see in a second. I've got 5 premier defenders. Spoiler alert. And yeah, I think the whole uncontested, less stoppages, yada yada, it really suits him. Like when the ball goes back, they want it in his hands. We all know how good he is with the ball. They always want the ball in his hands. He's a beautiful user, and he's my D3. D4, Tommy Stewart, safe as houses, takes lots of kick-ins, just chops them all up. He's not really flashy or anything like that. He's just solid. He does it. He gets the job done, and he gets enough of the ball. He's a really solid, consistent, safe performer. So lock him in, Eddie. And then the man who lit it up, set the world on fire in his preseason match, Jaden Shorts. So yeah, I already had him in my team before that game, but then that obviously set it in stone, solidified it. Um, Almost would have rather him just gone 100 or something, because he was a kind of a pod before. I think he was in 5% of teams, and now he's in 36. So pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. But yeah, he's just racking it up again. This new rule changes seem to really suit him, and yeah, kind of very similar to Caleb Daniel. And then the 6, we got a rookie. Got Jones there for now. Don't even know if he plays it, but I watched his Amy game and his practice match, both against the Crows. Admittedly, who's probably going to be the worst team again this year, but still, he was very impressive. Like an 18-year-old, he's built like a fucking train. He's just huge, that man. You would not guess he's 18. But yeah, I got him in there for now, and the rookies are the rookies. Kaczynski, Highmore, both still like they're going to play. Onto the midfield. The Fantastic Three has gone nowhere. Neil, Steele, Oliver, the big boys, the big guns. They're still in it. I feel like I'm repeating myself every time I make a video. Just Neil. Some people got some cold feet on him. To be honest, I almost traded him out at halftime of his Amy game. He was not going well. But in that third quarter, that's when he just showed everyone what he can do. He got 13 possessions in that quarter, just had the ball on a string, and that's what he can do, man. He just has these massive quarters where he just scores 60, 70, and he only needs a couple of them a game to really boost his score up. So yeah, we're keeping him in. He'll give you massive scores, massive captain scores, stuff like that. Which, I think especially this year, we're gonna need more captain scores out of the midfield, because there's kind of less stoppages now. I think there's, I'm trying to remember, 30%. I think I heard less stoppages around the ground. That might be wrong. Don't quote me, but yeah, obviously that's going to affect the ruck scores. So maybe we'll be captaining midfielders more this season. Who knows? And then the M4, Maddie with the fatty row, the prodigy, the gods. Um, yeah, I don't have any real cold feet about him. Some people have traded him out their teams. I'm not worried. He had like 20 disposals and then the big number, 17 contested. His first game back. His first game back in like a year, close to a year, close enough. Well, actually, I guess because there was a big break. Not really. First game back in a while, right? Um, and yeah, he still did that. He still got like 90 something points. 91 points. 17 of his 20 touches were contested, so there you go. He's still the number one guy in that midfield at the Suns. And I think he's going to be pretty safe for like a 100 average. I'd be surprised to see him average less than like 100, maybe like 98. Nah, he's going over 100. I've got faith in the boy. So yeah, I'm keeping him in like 17 out of 20 contested. That's what he does, man. His tackle numbers were a bit low. He's got that shoulder. Obviously, that's what kept him out. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's still a bit painful, but it was a preseason match, so probably wasn't going as hard. And he still got 17 contested possessions. And then a real breakout contender, Jordy Clark, 119 SuperCoach points, and he only played like 3 quarters. It was ridiculous. Yeah, he was like taking kick-ins as well. He was all around the grounds, running around everywhere. And yeah, for that price, like for a score like that, 119, playing only like 60 something percent game time, you get really punished if you don't start with Jordan Clark this season. But there's obviously still some question marks over his job security, etc., etc. But I mean, based on what we saw in the preseason game, he's obviously playing around one, and then hopefully he keeps that form up. And obviously, if he does that, he's going to keep his spot. So, yep. Now into the rookies, 3 of them. Do do do. Tommy Powell. Who else we got? Sam Berry is playing. Hope he keeps his spot. Guess Matt Crouch is out for an indefinite period of time, so that helps his job security definitely. So locking him in, he's pretty good from what I've seen. I'm pretty impressed by him. I'm a Crow supporter, so I've seen a bit. And then Goulden, yeah, he did well, so we'll get him in there. Then you got the bench rookies. As you can see, 202k. Dogs mids really saving me here. My remaining salary at the end of the team, you'll see, is 400 big ones. So thank you, Western Bulldogs, for these absolute blessings right here. And then the rucks, Gorn and Grundy. Nothing really needs to be said about that. Onto the forwards. So Josh Dunkley, F1. Him and all the Dogs mids were just putting on an absolute clinic on their aiming game. Up against a pretty weak Demons side, no Clayton Oliver, stuff like that, but they still like they just showed what they can do. No Shrelaw, but I think yeah, he doesn't need that much mid time to score well. Dunkley, he should be solid for like 100 average at least, I think. So yeah, I had some cold feet about him, had some reservations about him before that match, but they kind of put it to rest, and it seems like Bont's going to be playing more forward time. Like, I think Trelaw coming into the team will force Bont more forward than it will Dunkley. So yeah. You'll still get some mid time as well, so we're all good on the Dunkley pick. Feel pretty safe in that. And then onto the cheapy kind of mid-pricey-ish guys. We got Zeeble. We got Impey. And we got Paddy Dow. So 3 cheap forwards. All have like, pretty much guaranteed job security, you'd think. And yeah, Zeeble, he was very good. Supercoach wise, scored really well. Let's see if this note tells me 107. So yeah, 250k, playing off that half back role, which seems to be like a very good scoring role this season, especially. So happy about that. Jarman Impey, he did pretty well. He'll stay in the team. He's also kind of playing a similar role. And then Paddy Dow, he was like best on ground in the practice match. And then in the Amy game, he wasn't that impressive. But I mean, the key is that he had a bunch of like CBAs, 18 CBAs in the game against the Saints, but only 54 points. Thank you, SuperCoach Note Writer, doing my job for me. But yeah, those CBAs, like I think he's gonna like with those numbers, if he keeps getting those CBAs, he's gonna score more than 54 points a week. You'd think. Could definitely push it up to like an 80. You'd imagine. And obviously with the really impressive best on ground game that he had in his practice match, you'll back him in. I'll back him in. Then we got Campbell and Rowie as the rookies. Yeah, there we go. Both. Campbell was good. Rowe was alright, but I think they both have good job security, importantly. Rowe kicked a bunch of goals in like the sample last year. He seems pretty solid, like mature age recruit. So I'm feeling good about both their job security, which is important for me because I've got Comben as my loophole, non-playing on the bench here. Oh yeah, and we got Matty Flynn as the R3, by the way. He's like the number one rock at the Giants for a time until Bruce is recovered. So he'll give you some good cash generation, and then when I got to trade him out, the plan is Comben into the rock. So that's why I got Comben there, in case you're wondering. That's why I've got him instead of like a 102k non-playing guy, because he's got that rock status, so I can just swing him straight over. So that's nice. And yeah, we'll be able to use him as the loop straight away. So that's the reasoning there. And then Bergman, he was impressive in his preseason games. I'm not sure about his job security, because Port have just such a strong list. Same with Lockie Jones. I'm a bit worried about their job securities, but I've got backup. Like, yeah, I'm feeling okay with it. Anyway, that is the team. As you can see, 2 hours, 7 minutes, 30 seconds to the season starts. I'm fucking pumped. Thanks for watching, and good luck to everyone. Hope everything goes well. Put a lot of time and effort into all this, so knock on wood, please no fucking injuries. Just give me a good opening round, please. Please. Okay, bye.